Hello you lovely people, and welcome back to my channel Cook with Joy. For today's recipe I wanted to share a vegan cheesecake recipe. This is almost like a Snickers type cheesecake. The crust is a chocolate type crust, and then the cheesecake portion does have peanut butter in it. And then I am going to be making a caramel drizzle for the top and then garnish it with some peanuts. So it does have a bit of a Snickers vibe to it, but a little bit healthier. My friend Brittany from Brittany's Beautiful Chaos made a cheesecake, not this cheesecake, but a cheesecake on her channel the other day, and it just really got me craving cheesecake. And since we primarily eat gluten-free, dairy-free, and my daughter is vegan, I decided to make this one for today. For this cheesecake, we're gonna start with the crust, and for the crust, you need 1.5 cups of dates, and it says it's about 16 dates, 1 cup of almond flour or oat flour. I'm going to use almond. 2/3 a cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, 3 tablespoons of maple syrup, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And in general, this cheesecake is a bit labor intensive. If you don't want to make this crust, you could do the lazy hack and just use Oreos and like a butter substitute, a vegan butter substitute, to make the crust. I'll put all the ingredients in the description box along with all of the measurements. For this recipe, your blender is definitely going to be your friend. It's gonna make this process a lot easier. So like I said, I'm starting with the crust, and you basically just put all of the crust ingredients in your blender and mix it up until it forms kind of like a dough ball. For the cheesecake portion, you will need 1.5 cups of raw cashews, and you will want to boil those for about 10 minutes just to soften them up. So I'm actually doing that right now. And then you need 1 cup of any sort of plant-based milk. I'm using this full-fat coconut milk because I find it works the best. 3 tablespoons of maple syrup, 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then 3/4 a cup of creamy peanut butter. I suppose you could use any sort of nut butter of your choice, but I am using peanut butter. Once again, all you're gonna do is put all of the ingredients in the blender and then blend it until it's smooth. For this vegan caramel topping, it's very, very simple. All you need is these 4 ingredients. And the first is 1/4 a cup of coconut oil, 1/4 a cup of maple syrup, 2 tablespoons of almond butter, and then just a small amount of vanilla, however much you want to put in. Just that is for taste. You could use sea salt or cinnamon instead, just depending on how you want to flavor your caramel sauce. And then I will chop up some peanuts to garnish on top. But this is super simple to make. All you need to do is melt the coconut oil with the syrup, and I'm just going to do that in the microwave, and then you whisk in the other 2 ingredients. I am also going to just put a pinch of salt in this caramel. I think that'll make it taste a little bit better. Stir it up. Okay, you will want to wrap it up, and then you're going to place it in the freezer for at least a couple of hours just for it to get firm. It really tastes best the next day, so I would move it to the refrigerator to have it sit overnight. But I'm gonna go ahead and set this in there. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to try this with you, but like I said, it needs to set for at least a couple of hours in the freezer. Okay, so this pie has been in the freezer for a couple of hours now, so I get to try it. I will say, I feel like it's best if you allow it to set overnight in your refrigerator. I feel like it's easier to serve that way. And I can't remember if in the past I've maybe sprayed the pan with some olive oil because it was a little bit hard to get the crust out, but that could just be because it needs to set for a little while longer. But I did want to give this a try with you. Okay, I made sure to get a bite with the crust and the filling part because like I said, it didn't come out of the pan exactly nicely. Okay, I admit it, I took a second bite off camera. Y'all, this cheesecake is so delicious. It's so rich and decadent, yet it is a little bit on the healthier side if you paid attention to the ingredients I included in this cheesecake. But as always, I will be sure to have all of the ingredients and the instructions listed in my description box below. Please let me know if you are gonna give this cheesecake a try. And as always, I really appreciate you watching my video all the way until the end. And I will see you next time. Bye.